first. You want to go first, Blair?
Right. Yeah, I'll go first. Fuck it. I just want to do this because this shit's mad funny to me. Yo.
He's racist. That's what that shit is.
Yo, fuck the battle. I want to be swerving at the party. His name's Jonathan, but how come every person in the army refers to you as Charlie? Yo, I don't gotta prove I'm fucking savage. And if you don't see eye to eye with me, that's because I got a 2-to-1 advantage. This faggot looks like Tantrum lost his discipline. And you're not a citizen. Yo, honestly, I'm glad I'm not a fisherman, because she's considered to be the biggest bitch in the sea. I'm not Asian, but we're raised similarly. Yo, see, I drove here in an Acura, wearing Nikes, and the chance that he made both of those is very likely. Yo, my favorite movie's Old Boy. This motherfucker starred in it. I took my lady out for sake bombs. This motherfucker bartended. But one large difference, this Tibetan dude is trash. And back when I was making friends in school, he couldn't execute the task. Unless there was a test, we need an extra boost to pass. Because people just assumed that you were better doing math, so they sat next to you in class.
Yeah. The colleges.
Hey, everybody give it up for the last 4 bars of that verse. Yo, when I bust a verse, it's over. I'ma fucking serve this poser who came all the way from SoCal for some undeserved exposure. Bitch, I got Scribble twice, Freestyle Olympics twice, and I don't need another ring. You've got the pit. And only the pit. And that don't mean a fucking thing. See, I'm a legendary great. You were never very great, but looking back through history, that's a hereditary trait. So tell this faggot-ass rhymer, get the fuck out of my battle rap cipher and go hitchhike a plane or become a taxi cab driver. Ooh. Really?
Racial shit. That's some racial shit.
All right, I don't think that we properly prepared for this occasion, because we might be on the verge of a full terrorist invasion. See, there could be homicide when this Islamic guy's performing, but not from violence, just because y'all will want to die of boredom. Yo, you don't have the heart to be dope. If you didn't live at home with dad and mommy, you'd be starving and broke. Regarding the flow, this faggot's hardly a pro, but I'm just wondering where Aladdin parked the magic carpet he drove. That was really tight. All right. I guess this is a little outside of the old comfort zone for me. Let's switch it up a little. Yo. All right. I'll put an end to this. Everyone listen hard. I was destined to be better at spitting bars, whatever the weather conditions are. Get your medical kits. I severed this Mexican bitch apart, beheaded with missing arms. Don't ever rep your division in the West, because this shit is ours. Now, I don't question the cats who set up the matches, but how did you get this to happen? There's several battlers in FL y'all could have selected instead of this has-been. Here's a list of every cat that's better at rapping. High Collide, Rugged Phrases, Mosh Medina, Farnham. Shit, even Jessica Rabbit's ahead of this faggot. Wait, I could care less if you're Spanish, or if your high school gave you a Letterman jacket just for picking lettuce and cabbage. Yo, where's the weatherman at? This storm is finished. Florida's sickest just became a corpse that isn't born for this shit like abortion clinic. Yo, I'm certified crazy though. You joined Fantastic Four only for the girl to guy ratio. So if you ever tried to say you pimped a chick, then you're whooping, because the only bitch that he's pulling is the invisible woman. Motherfucking Mr. Boys. Yo, Saurus and Ilmac. Those were a cute few bars you tried, but Ill's a better rapper dead than you are alive. Let's go. Of course I had to tell him that he wanna be the dinner nine. And that barjacking's something that you gotta put a lemon on. And how every round softer than a Cinnabon. Said you got that. Hold up. How every round softer than a Cinnabon. Said you got that Friar Tuck. You ain't even Robin Hood's a Little John. Listen, John. If you spit one more multiple choice scheme, you automatically lose. For spitting the same corny, stolen bar in all the battles you do. It's sad, but it's true. He took bar recycling and made it a trend. Even his own name, he like John. Woo! I need to say that again! But you the biggest biter in battling, so bite me, bitch. That ain't bright. I'll flash on him like a high beam switch. Pause. Pause. You the biggest biter in battling, so go ahead. Bite me, bitch. Pause. That ain't bright. I'll flash on him like a high beam switch. Hey, yo, guys, peep this. He's such a biter, the only beverage type he sips, Sprite Remix. This fight might be fixed. I mean, they said you the man, John, but without your little crutch, ain't a leg you can stand on. I'll leave this little pussy licking red on his tampon. Leave his whole circle full of lead like a Scantron. Look! The man lost in L.A., and now today the Don's through. You even softer the second time. Breaking Dawn 2. Yo, hold up. Just wait. Just egg him on. Wait till he make the wrong move. Then I'm shutting Son's heart down like taking John Q. It's like your whole style is just lists. You can't live without it. If I put you in my top 10 list, you would probably rhyme a list about it. See, Chilla's scheming ain't as hard as it's really seeming. It's all games till he meet a land shark like Willie Beeman. You think you got the answer till I cross him up. It's a Philly feeling. It's killing season. You should feel lucky to still be breathing. Ooh. This isn't even. Don't start asking me how, but I'm wigging on Young Wolf. That's Carl Anthony Towns. It sounds like this dude's faking. Box him up, bootlegging. This could end one of two ways. Do I Luke Kang or Luke Cajun? There's fools saying I've gotten careless with this ring, but it's not a marriage. You got embarrassed? Don't worry, be happy. Bob McFerrin. I'm the only law that there is. Bumping I shot the sheriff while I put 2 holes in your chief like Robert Parrish. Now stop comparing both our pens, because that isn't all right. I'm raw dope. He's broken down, cooking soft white. I booked this long flight to give you a ass whooping all night. So if dude from Boston brewing something, I'm gonna put him on ice. Y'all are right. It ain't easy being the best for so long. You get beat back and forth. Keep the metronome on. If you want to go, cool, I'm resurrecting Gohan. With every... You want to go? Cool, I'm resurrecting Gohan. With Chilla every round gassed. It's like he left the stove on. You don't want to test me or get 3-0'd next seat? I walk on water. Jesus don't need no jet ski. Without me, motherfucker, there wouldn't be no West Scene. I built that dynasty like Theo Epstein. Even your best schemes, Chilla, they're way off track. I'm Big Poppy at the plate. Where the playoffs at? I got family in the North End. I put my name on that. So you can't rob me in the town, homie. Bank on that. You make words sound like other words. And that's why you losing now. It's time for you to take that jump back to the proving ground.
Alright? Oh, fuck. If that wasn't the time, we're not done. Fuck that shit. Fuck. 10 more seconds. Alright, fuck it. Yo. Time!
still contemplating the flow. You talk about our city's population, funny, because this here is population control.
Ooh, I'ma cave in your skull so you ain't making it to the next bracket. Hey, yo, Fred Savage, why don't you put a leash on your pet faggot? Yo, now I know what y'all are thinking. It wasn't smart. We ain't mentioned this fucking mark in the round.
To be honest, we just realized he wasn't part of the crowd.
So who are you? Why are you here? What have you actually done? Answer me, chump. How many battles you won?
Answer him.
Sadly, we won't get to see what this faggot becomes because we just ended his career and that shit hasn't begun.
So I don't give a fuck with it. Listen. I don't give a fuck what this clown is amounted to. You rap, but you sound confused. Look, they'll have to edit the graphics when this battle's through and add an arrow to point him out.
Because he's so average.
It's hard to pick him out of a crowded two. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe my vision's impaired.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been drinking. Maybe it's the piff in the air.
Maybe.
But something makes me think a little differently, player. I keep waving in that general direction because I still ain't convinced that he's there.
Now look, we're the #1 in the States. You're the runner-up of the race. So duck and cover for safety or uppercut to the face. Now Manic can't hate Spike just because of his race.
Tell him why.
Because he had to bring this white out to cover up his mistakes.
Look, listen, hold it down. So, you ain't beating us like hell won't freeze. I'll start choking this twig, then open his lid, use a little elbow grease. Shit, I'm surprised y'all even laugh like y'all felt those schemes. He's so white, he gets sunburnt by his cell phone screen.
Yo, so how the fuck did you being a rapper even occur?
How?
Manic planted the idea, and you believed it at first.
Really?
But we ain't waiting for that seed to mature.
You're not a rapper anymore.
But at least you can cherish the 6 weeks that you were.
Time!
Nice.
2-0. Right now it's 2-0 if we're keeping score. Let's go. That last round, 2 thumbs up. Right on, Q. Let's have a right-off. I'll pass any level you right on, Q. Right off, my right arm land every right on Q and brought the perfect co-star with timing right on Q. I bet the way your funeral's going isn't how you planned. This is shot put. This next round's getting out of hand. I read QP's biography. It begins in his past days, from the jungle, before the jungle could give him that rap stage. Now the first 95% of the story isn't all that strange, but it really starts to get weird if you skip to the back page. Yep. Quentin, you have AIDS. That was the twist of the story. Quentin, you have AIDS, and it's not any secret. He thought jumping from body to body, quantum could leap it. But be careful how you talking to me, bitch, or after this, QP not gonna mean shit but quadriplegic. Now I know y'all would believe it if I said Q's that type to use his nose to keep him in the loop, toucan-like. To use his nose to keep him in the loop, toucan-like. He finna lose his damn life the way he used that white, so even when he's in a bag, QP is still a few grams light.
Facts.
Now if I do, that's facts. If I do the math right, you'll never make a profit, because if Q ball, I'll take his scratch for getting out of pocket. Damn. Quentin, stop it. You went from being one of the freshest in the scene, the inventor of the schemes, to watching back your own intervention on this screen. Time to take advice from that other member of your team, because everybody here agrees, QP's better when he's clean. Time. All right. Not fucking playing today. 2017, that KOTD chain, that's mine. Shit, Roan's lucky me and him didn't get booked last time. The setup, headbutt, the left hook, flatline. I'll leave him seeing double. That's a Westbrook stat line. You remember that time you battled Ilmac? You said, I'll ride up in that Mazda 6. And I'm like, whoa, Verb's about to talk some... Wait, hold up, Mazda 6? For real? Like,
I'm just saying, out of all the whips. Out of all the whips that y'all could list, somehow that was one that even made it in your top 2 picks. I mean, what the fuck was going on, dog? The Ford Fiesta was on the fricks? You were getting your Honda fixed? Body kit and a new custom exhaust that fits? Or did you just go to the dealership and right before you bought some shit, you were like, now look, I need something that says, I've got a perm, but I'm not a bitch. Yo! But I ain't come to joke around. You know this clown's been broken down, and for my Cali crowd, this is how a closing round's supposed to sound. I'll ride up in any whip you can imagine that's not a Mazda 6. Any whip you could imagine that's not a Mazda 6. Special operatives draw the line like the Gaza Strip. Two opposites, soldier story, two apocalypse. I'll ragtop his flat top, take the roof off of it. I'm too confident this cat is fronting when the camera's running. He getting slayed, find a box to bag him up in. Santa's coming. I'll make a speed bag out of Chaz Duncan. I'm rapid punching. You better man up and stand for something before you get pushed like the panic button. Let me ask you something though, because I saw your battle with Bonnie Verb, and my optic nerves got disturbed when... And my optic nerves got disturbed when she shook a dildo in your face and dropped her third. Now, in my opinion, you had 2 options. You either walk off stage or sock that bird. But this shit was crazy. It's the first time I ever saw a Verb at a loss for words. Now, if y'all say I lost a Verb, that's a straight out lie. Homie, I'm Edward Scissorhands. You catch that fade outside. Tell whoever's champ next year, name the place and time, and warn that motherfucker I'm coming for the chain that's mine. Time.
Predator.
Round 3, talk to Saurus. Let's go.
Yo, that Solomon battle was weird. I remember the time when you said you wanted to make a change, and right then, the example was clear. That match was reflective of Michael Jackson's career. Nothing black or white, just standing there watching something so bad from the man in the mirror.
It was a classic, though.
You think you bodied Iron, but listen, that's something I'd like to revisit. The irony is that your ego is easily bruised because Light's really iron deficient. But now Dave thinks he's gonna sun me? Like I am the infant? I'll take flight on daylight like sky is the limit. In a minute, the game's changing. I'm finna body, waist training, sun facing the crack of dawn, now day breaking. I ain't gotta try hard. Yeah, I got some light bars, but in one shift, I'll punch into day like a time card. Clock it. Try not to misuse your minutes or this dude is finished. Just stick to your gimmicks. Your fucking tattoo looks like shit, dude. Admit it.
Facts.
You are spawned. Facts. Your fucking tattoo looks like shit, dude. Admit it. You are spawned from the comics. You've got issues with image.
Nice. That's creative. That's creative. That was creative.
I'm sick of all the extra shit, though. It's sad because you're way talented, but the example that you set as a man, well, I ain't down with it. Tell me a decade from now, you're gonna act like you ain't proud of it when you ask your son how he did on his SATs? And he said he anticked his way out of it?
That's a good thing.
I mean,
really a good thing.
props to Sunlight. Yo, I knew it was a risk for this battle. It was me taking my own chances. So when they ask why, I'll say the same thing I told Gannick. Day could be the best in the game if he goes back to the way that he rapped before all the fame had him so famished. Now he looks for any card he can play and then goes gambit. But he ain't even noticed his ace in the hole vanished. Every match, you should show up in the same thing you rocked against Pat when you battle for the chain, because you're a slave to your own antics. Time.
That's that real life shit.
Yo!
Route 2 Saurus, talk that shit, player.
There ain't a chance that he could win today. The bay's what made a man of me. Homie, I'm on my Mophie shit. This case could change to battery. This isn't anger management, it's pain and agony. I'll kill him, take the stand, and get away with it. I'll Casey Anthony. Okay, children. He'll get coached on stage. That's Craig Nelson. At our peaks, this is Mount St. Helens to cave dwelling. Go ahead, click in your seatbelt. It ain't helping because that hook will make him spin in his chair. He Blake Shelton. They tell me toe tag and Fresco won't happen ever, but I'll take flight. Masked up, low cabin pressure. See, his pen's fire. See, his pen fire, but sometimes it don't match his efforts, so the way he raps is playing catch. He just throws that together. Never risk taking, but he must admit what I did changed him, because my shit gave him a foundation. I'm bricklaying. So the more you see this Chris Angel illusion of clips waving, the more you about to see money get pressed like inflation. They've been saying I'll automatically lose if I use gay jokes on them. But I wouldn't do that in the base, so it ain't no problem. I don't need them. Each bow leave them with no feeling, no coke fiending, just dope lines. I'm ODing. Ain't no typing out powder. It's just fire and power. I'm about to flash on him, 88 miles per hour. Even when he's home, his bitch likes when I pound her. She hop on it down the street like a wireless router. You've been spiraling downward. It wasn't a mistake. So keep bumping them gums. I'll uppercut you in the face. Some will say I wouldn't win this if it wasn't in the Bay, but you'll get trumped in every state. No Republican debate.